Alright everybody, welcome back to Codevein. Last time we found and saved Nicola, and this time we're going to be beginning with 15 minutes of cutscene probably. But alas.
なぜだみんないい顔してるじゃん。ミヤなんて特にさ。ああ。まあな。
Does anyone else find it weird that she was able to just walk in here? So we're going to get some somewhat important exposition here at least. Just a lot of it. I don't know, but I have a feeling that we're going to be going down there shortly. So in other words, they were not the bad guys all along. But it kind of makes you wonder, like, why didn't they just tell us this in the first place? Like, hey, we don't want to fight, this is what we're doing, and then... I don't know. Wow, it all makes sense now. Sorta. There's about to be a big reveal that we're not really going to understand because we haven't paid any attention to the vestiges and memories. But see, that right there would have been a bum moment. But oh well. So he's like sorta kinda the big bad. Not exactly, but kinda. Alright, so what do we got? Oh, we got more cutscene. That's what we got. Well, as I'm sure you've noticed, if you've been watching any of the other episodes, we've pretty much abandoned the whole 30 to 35 minute time limit thing. So, yeah. So remember the characters that looked exactly like her that were standing out the last couple boss doors? Deepest lore. There's no option. Like, sorry, I'm in a hurry. And in the interest of saving time, we're skipping. I know exactly how to describe what I'm feeling, and that is that we need to hurry this along a little bit, please. Of course not. I'm doing a solo playthrough. Okay, can we go now? So I do know where to go, which is good. Now at some point we'll go back to in front of the boss rooms where her doppelgangers were and grab the other vestiges. But it is not this day. This day we go back to the Cathedral of the Sacred Blood. Don't worry, we're just walking through briefly. I saw the shock in your eyes for a moment there. Alright. Looks like we got some NPCs to do quests for, but I'm not going to bother with those. I've actually walked in here before, but we need to take the elevator down. And the gate should be open. But first, whoop, my cape. I'm not sure if that is what should be happening, but it is what's happening, so hey. Alright, I have a funny feeling that we're about to watch another cutscene. But anyways, welcome to the Ashen Cavern. First things first. Wow, I got baited there. Yeah. So we're off to a very good start in our episode. Fortunately, most of you probably turned it off already after the first 10 minutes of cutscenes. Let's go rest at the missile and pretend that none of that ever happened. To which I say none of what ever happened, yeah. And cutscene.
Eva, 聞こえるか？ち、正気が濃すぎて通じないか。
安心しろ。別に争いに来たわけじゃない。
助けに来たんだよ。あんたの連れに頼まれてな。
エヴァが？そうか。無事に逃げ延びたか。
言いたいことはいろいろあるけど、一つだけ。
The main thing is,
ニコラのこと。
why didn't you just tell us?
気にかけてくれてありがとう。
礼を言われる筋合いはない。
何者なの？あなたたちを襲ったのは。
本来ならばありえないことが起きた。封印したはずの継承者が棺の外に出ることなど。
継承者だと？まさか御堂に襲われたっていうのか？
エヴァから聞いたのか？なら話は早い。
Yes, thank you for not explaining it all over again.
侵害の反応が一切感じられなかった。だが、棺は間違いなく今もなお維持されている。まんまと騙されていったというわけだ。
待て。どこ行く？
エヴァの体内に保管していた複数の侵害が御堂に奪われた。あの男を野放しにするわけにはいかない。
俺たちも行こう。嫌な予感がする。
Okay, gameplay time? Gameplay time? Yes. 14 minutes in. Perfect. Nice. Alright, so, this is fortunately... Backstab, please. There we go. Fortunately, this is one of the more straightforward areas of the game, which is nice. We've gone through plenty of not-so-straightforward areas in our time. That said, I don't remember which is the way forward, so we'll try this way. That's the way forward, so we'll try the other way. Yeah, I wonder if there's a dude that comes up off the... Oh my gosh. I don't know, man. I pressed the roll button, but clearly I pressed it with the wrong timing. Okay. Now, if I'm correct in this, and I think I am, I think this is where we finally get the blood code that allows us to heal as we kill enemies, which would be pretty nice. You notice it feels like we've gotten pretty far, although there's more to go. But we really don't have that many heals, do we? I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing this to get my Ichor up. And again, I guess I'm just bad. But we knew that already. I'll say this though, my damage is actually okay in here. And I haven't really upgraded this weapon at all lately. I'm still waiting on the next upgrade material, but I don't think I found any. Really? I don't want to be poisoned, so yeah. I think you can already tell, though, just how much less complexity there is in the level design of this area. This is what happens when I go like a couple weeks in between recording episodes. Just gonna stand there? Alright. It's fine by me. Why did the other one, like, hop down, but this one doesn't? Very well, very well. I will come to you then. I think it's Queen Titanium that I need. Don't think I found any yet, though. Alright, that's the right way, so we will go this other way. You know how it works in games. Okay. I guess we could try this out for a little while, though, huh? Let's see if this is still good. I'm sure it will be. I gotta say, so far, I think this weapon might actually be my favorite now. Did I miss an item? What is it? Ah, well, I'm glad I went back for that. Alright, moving on. Alright, should be a bunch of enemies in this room. Yep. And it's a bunch of enemies that we can easily pull, so... Yep. can probably see exactly where this is going. Bleh. Alright, let's see how many hits it. Well, we're not going to be able to see how many hits it is to stagger on that guy, I guess. But on this guy, is it still 2? It is, man. Sure, it takes 1 extra hit to kill, but I think that's still way better. How did I not know about this weapon, like, the entire time? Self-explanatory. And, like, it still hits multiple enemies fairly reliably. I don't know why the range on that, like, heavy attack is so terrible, though. Where's he at? Yeah, the heavy attack seems kind of bad, but everything else about it. Well, the one other thing about it, the regular attack, is very good. Okay. This will go ahead and rest at this one since I have foolishly wasted all of my healing. We'll just keep leveling up. Now, because I've only beaten this game a couple times, I don't really know what level I'm intended to be at as I go through certain portions of the game. But based on the damage that I'm doing, it seems like I'm within the correct range. Probably. What's that item? Do I care? Do I care enough to go get it and have to deal with that guy? Probably. Yeah, probably. We'll grab it. Oh, everything went better than expected. So I think you can tell just from looking at the map here, like, man, this is a lot less complicated than some of those other areas. Man, that's a lot of damage on that. You know, I thought that was going to be a buff. Don't know why. It clearly looked like a ranged attack. You'll notice I, like, hesitated there. I'm like, do I get behind a barrier? Nah, it'll be fine. Ooh. Nice. Which one is this? Is this the increased number of heals? Yes. Alright, perfect. I remember this. We're actually getting close to the end here. I do remember there's one of those enemy rush portions, which I am not even going to bother with. They are terrible. They are practically impossible when you have one person. And More importantly than that, though, they get you nothing good, so there's no reason to ever do them. Like, if they actually gave me something good, then I would totally do them, but nah. See, look at that. That is just so strong. It's like a stun-locking machine. Which would be a very odd machine to design, but not a useless one. Certainly. Yeah, I'll just, you know, step out of his line of fire. That worked out really well. Powerful. Okay, I think that is the thing that starts the enemy rush. So we'll avoid that for now, because I remember there is one more missile in this area. So we'll hit that, and then once I get the missile, then we can just warp away. And it'll speed up our episode a little bit as well. Off the edge with you. Oh, almost. Okay, there's our missile. And that is actually the whole area. Quite a bit less complicated. That said, we do still have some more items to grab. Is there a dude over there? I guess not. Now the boss of this area is, I'm not going to say one of the hardest bosses in the game, but definitely harder than the last one we did. And he's got a little quirk to him where halfway through the fight he gets much more difficult. Yeah, so even when it hits, that charged attack is really not any good. Hello. Man, even on the red guys, it's a 2-hit to stagger. I know I sound like a broken record, but I am constantly amazed by this weapon. Survivor. Now I think the Survivor is the one, it gets us some skill that upgrades healing in some way. It's either restores health when you do drain attacks, or increases the ability to heal, or restores health when you kill enemies or whatever. Any of those would be pretty nice. There you are. By the way, I guess I didn't mention it yet, but this is not one of the bosses where you have to restore the vestiges to get the good ending. But we will do it anyway. Partially just because I can and I need to go back anyway, but also because I'm not 110% sure. So I would hate to end up with a bad ending after all this. Okay, we got one more spot to hit. 2 more spots to hit. The boss is actually right through there. So first, this way. There's a sorta kinda mini-boss enemy that sorta kinda becomes a normal enemy later. Ooh, That was strong. I say sorta kinda mini boss because yeah. And the last thing we will do for warping back is we will grab that chest over here. See ya. Okay, we'll restore the vestiges really quick, and then I will be back with you, and we will do the boss fight. Sound like a plan? Good, because that's what we're doing. Alright, so we restored all the vestiges. Once again, just know, you missed a lot of character development. But it's okay. Also got the Survivor vestiges, which did in fact give me a restore health upon defeating enemies skill, but I can't master it yet, so we'll probably have to do that in between episodes. Anyways, here's our boss. Now you're going to look at this boss at the beginning and go, I don't get it, what's so hard about him? And there is nothing hard about him, at least not at the beginning. Assuming that you don't play horribly, like I'm doing. The thing about him is that halfway through the fight, he actually buffs himself. Can I get the poison on before he does that? No, just barely. So now that he's buffed, you basically just want to run away, although you can hit him. You'll notice his defense has gone up. His attack has gone way up. And his speed has also gone way up. So this only lasts for like a limited amount of time. So generally you're okay. I basically have to wait for him to do that AoE attack again to heal. Yeah. And even then, I might still get punished for it. It's very obvious when he runs out of the buff, so yeah. In fact, let's final journey it right now. So that's basically it. He will actually reactivate the buff at a certain point, but more than likely... I say more than likely you'll be able to kill him before that, but obviously that's not the case. Let's just spam projectiles at him, I guess. Yep. Not too bad. But definitely not easy. Alright, well, we will finish out with our cutscene here, and then call it for this week. That's Juzo Mido that he's talking about.
人類は未来への橋に過ぎねえと。好奇心は人類を進化に導く賢者の意志だと。奴の実験は続いていたんだ。ここで俺の仲間たちを犠牲にして。ミド、あいつだけは絶対に。
But not today. Next episode. Alright. I think that's the end of the line here, right? Yes. So, with that, dear friends, I would like to bid you adieu. And I will see you next week, where we will be moving into a pretty difficult area. So that should be fun. Anyways, until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next week.